I have like a chalky pebble from Trader Joe's.
It's like when you were a kid, did you have Fruity Pebbles? Or
It's-
not Fruity Pebbles, but the
it's peppermint.
Fred Flintstone gummies?
Oh, yeah. I love the Fred Flintstone vitamins.
The vitamins, yeah.
Yeah, you end up eating a couple handfuls of those like it's fucking Skittles.
Do they exist still?
Yes, they exist.
Dude, if I had those at the house and I had a little bit too much of the marijuana, you better believe I would eat all those in
A
one
couple
sitting.
were going down. Wait, you have them at the house? Oh, this is like teenage house?
This is like, young
I'm like, why do you
Bryan.
have them in the house
No,
now?
I'm saying if I did, it would be a problem. Anyway.
you can never get too many minerals.
No, you can't get too many minerals and vitamins.
Welcome to Here for the Hang, y'all.
Come here for all of your nutritional needs.
Yeah, don't get your news from us.
Yeah.
What's
Carlisle Forrester.
What's up? Coachella weekend, baby.
Here we are.
Where are you going?
I'm not going anywhere.
Which stage are you going to meet me at?
Dude, I've never even been to Coachella. Have you been?
I wouldn't even say that out loud.
I see, but this is the difference between you and I. I don't give a shit about that. Like if
Don't
someone
you
ever
want
was
to
like,
go before you miss out?
miss out
forever?
on what? The like weirdness of people on designer drugs
You're
talking
judging
like
something
Kardashians.
you've never done.
Yeah, I know, but I just explained exactly what was there.
But what about, okay, so maybe I can't speak to what it's become because it's been a while since I've been to Coachella proper. Now, if we were...
The music I could appreciate, don't get me wrong. But like this...
It's the people you have an issue with.
I just feel like, no. I feel like that's past me. You know what I mean? Like I'm past that.
It's a way. You never graduate from a good music festival. If you are into the bands, like for me, I'm less into Coachella. I am sad, truly sad that I'm missing Stagecoach.
That's what I was going to say. Stagecoach, I'm about that life.
Well, there's still time.
I know. I would love to go this year.
But Stagecoach is also $700.
It's all so expensive. Yeah.
All of it.
No.
But you know what I did with Austin City Limits? Like you can pay it off in increments and it's so worth it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
But whenever I went to Coachella, like it was before it was this like $1,000 weekend. First of all, you used to could buy, like back in my day, you could buy a single single day.
Okay.
Which makes so much more sense than a 3-day pass.
Okay, so is it only 3-day passes now?
It's pretty much only you get like a wristband for these things.
Okay, cool.
They don't sell like a single day. Now you could find some shady Joe Schmo in the corner selling his wristband.
Just slanging them.
Yeah, for like, because he went Friday and he doesn't care about Saturday, Sunday, but that's a gamble. What if you wait in that long ass line and you get up there and that barcode does not scan? You have been swindled.
That sucks. Yeah.
And then it's Nochella.
Yeah, Nochella for me already. So it's fine.
Here's a little hack. You guys are on YouTube now watching this, so you know about YouTube. You can live stream Coachella and it's truly like better than being there.
Yeah, it's like a big deal. YouTube, that's like YouTube's thing. They have the rights. They stream it. They make it look as good as possible. Yeah, people do it. It's a smart business plan on YouTube's end.
And then you just got to turn the music up so loud in all the rooms of your house, with whatever sound system, and then it's just like boom, you're at Coachella.
Who are the artists this year?
So my friend that's stoked on, my friend Molly is very excited because she's going to see Charlie XCX. Am I saying it right?
I don't know. I saw her Grammy performance and I thought it was trash. Trash.
Well, sound off in the comments.
Sound off in the comments if you disagree. Or if you
She's got a huge following.
Yeah, but they don't watch this show.
Yeah. They're going to come out in droves now because we're going to...
Listen, did you watch the Grammy performance? Did you see it?
I'm going to skim past that one.
Okay. Yeah. I think
it's not my fave. My fave. Okay, wait. Who are the other headliners?
No, but you're right though in terms of like she's dope as a Coachella Music Festival performance. That will be fun. But she took like that same vibe and then put it at the very snooty version of the Grammys this year.
Okay.
And it did not seem like it went over very well.
What is the vibe? Just like
the vibe was like party club, like just kind of, raunchy.
Oh, that's where she threw out all the underwear. Yes, I do remember this. It was
a little bit,
Well, listen.
I might just be getting old, but
that was
I
not
didn't see the
for
need
you.
for it.
That
You know
was
what I mean?
not for you.
I'm a married man, and I can't be seeing shit like that on my screen. Trying to watch a wholesome performance.
She's not your kind, Bryan. But yeah, I don't even know who the other headliners are. But whenever I went,
Yeah,
it was because Tool was playing. So that's who I went there to see.
Hell yeah.
And that was a long time ago. And I feel like the other one. So, I do remember Massive Attack.
Okay.
Do you know Massive Attack?
Yeah.
And they were like smaller, like in the tent. And the thing that you don't realize is like, a lot of Massive Attack. Like it's in every like iconic movie, shows.
Sure.
Like, so I was like, I don't really know. Like I'll go walk over to this tent, kind of vibe it out.
Yeah.
Literally every song.
Really?
And it was right whenever the Molly kicked in. So
it hit right at the perfect time.
Listen, this was many years ago.
Hey. Music festivals are fun. All right. Many years ago, I hippie flipped at a music festival.
What is that one again? When
That's
you eat
like
trash and you smoke a joint by the trash can?
No, that's different. That is when you eat mushrooms.
Yeah.
And also take Molly.
So cow shit, not trash.
Yeah. You would remember these times if you weren't repressing them. But you did it. So don't do too much. But it's very much, it's a hippie flip. And I remember it was a Sasquatch music festival, which is in the Northwest. It's in the Gorge.
Okay.
In George.
Love it.
Washington.
See, I would love to go to that.
It was really cool. I mean, it was beautiful because it overlooks this whole gorge. Hello. And it's absolutely stunning. Water for miles, skyline for miles. The sunsets are incredible. It was Mumford & Sons was playing. And everything kind of kicked in at once. And it was a glorious. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And we, this lady I was seeing at the time, we left early, the festival, and then kind of listened to it from the tent because you camp out, whatever. Very fun experience. And then the show ends and people all come out and everyone coming out of the gate looked like cattle. Coming out of the gate. And the best thing I had, like the best trip I had, turned into like the worst.
Oh my God.
Because it was like everyone was a cow and I was just like overwhelmed. Like I'm in this like big crowd and I'm like, it turned into be really awful. I don't recommend it at all.
Right.
But it did change my brain chemistry completely.
Yeah.
Because I went from this rowdy, like 23-year-old little asshole trying to drink and cause a problem to more like, let me get drunk and let me trade shoes with a homeless guy or something, when I'm drunk or share a cigarette. I don't know. Let me be more kind.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. I went to Coachella with a complete stranger one of the years.
Oh, really?
Because
how complete of a stranger?
Literally met him at my restaurant job like the night before.
What?
And not like any kind of romantic hot thing like, oh, we're going to go on this adventure. Like literally like this dude seems like a chill stoner that's not going to murder me.
Yeah.
Like no like physical attraction. But it's funny because we go out there and, it's a very long drive.
Yeah.
And I was not anticipating getting stuck in so much traffic to where I'm now in the most awkward situation, which is just in a car with like somebody you literally don't know. And the guy was obsessed. I just remember this part. You always discover a new artist at Coachella. I discovered, though, Graham Parsons because this guy only played Graham Parsons for like, it was like 7 hours. Okay. I appreciate Graham Parsons now, but like at the time,
not so much.
I'm like a 22-year-old girl just trying to get to the desert and fucking roll my face off or whatever. Yeah. I don't want to listen to this sad cowboy croon.
That's so funny.
As we creep along. Like it was a really long day.
Holy shit. Wait, so was this like Carlisle bottle service days, girl?
This even predates that.
Okay.
Like this is whenever I worked at this place called Cinespace, which is where the Bourbon Room is now.
Yeah.
Okay. So that used to be a movie theater and a club. And like, so people would have like screenings there and then there'd be like club night. So this is like that era of that. So the Graham Parsons guy, I'll just call him Graham because I literally do not remember this fat stony
The Graham Parsons Project.
Can you please?
Austin Powers. Alan Parsons. God damn it. The Alan Parsons Project.
Yeah, we'll just call him Alan.
Let's call him Alan.
I don't know why I thought that Alan was going to be a good Coachella partner, but he was really not.
He wasn't?
And it's just awkward. You're at a festival with this guy you don't know.
Yeah.
I met him at
Well, you kind of set yourself up for that one, but let's keep going.
I did, because my boyfriend that I wanted to go with me at the time.
Oh, wait, you were dating someone?
Yeah, but like in the way that in your 20s you think you're dating someone.
Sure.
And you are one of many.
Right.
And
okay,
so that whole thing fell through. And I was like, I bought this ticket. I'm going.
But you didn't really buy it. But yeah.
But no, I bought.
But you dedicated your time and your effort to
I
it.
bought 2 tickets because I thought this guy was going to go that like dumped me. And that's why I was like, Alan, fired up and let's go.
Okay, I'm sorry if I wasn't listening.
Yeah. And it wasn't like a romantic thing. Like this guy was not cute.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Just
and like,
little do you know, he still follows you pretty closely.
You know
He's
what?
watching this
if
right
you're
now.
out there, let me know your name, because all I remember is Graham Parsons' name.
Can you just like and subscribe, Alan? Please.
Please.
Okay. Sorry, so keep going.
So we went out there. The lines were very, very long for beer.
Oh God,
and
I
it was
imagine,
so hot. This is when Coachella was one weekend.
So it's packed.
So I want to say these tickets, they weren't like $700 like they are now. But
nowadays.
they were still probably like $500. I mean, this was
expensive.
back, you know, early 2000s. So it wasn't nothing. And then again, like ladies, don't ever buy somebody that you're kind of seeing a ticket to a really expensive festival. Like it's just, there's no need.
It seems like good advice.
In the end, it's going to drive them away. And like, he should be buying you the festival. Like
he should be.
This is the second time that I did this with this guy. You know what I did it about too?
Huh?
A cruise.
You bought a cruise?
On. I ended up going on a cruise by myself.
By yourself?
I've never told you this story.
Why did you go? Wait. Same guy?
Same guy. I bought this fucking ticket.
You know what the kids call it? You're like old Carlisle?
What?
And sometimes new Carlisle? Down bad. You get down bad.
I get down bad.
Yeah.
This
you get
is a new
down
term?
bad, playa. Yeah. I didn't know about this. This is actually great. Like last year, this job I was at previously, I worked with a lot of younger, up and coming, probably agents. Hey, you'll make it.
Yeah.
Who knows? Okay. These are all, but they're cool kids, right? But they're all kids. They're all fresh out of college, second job, whatever. Gen Zers for sure. And they're like saying something. Oh, Bryan, you're down bad. And I'm like, what did you just say? What does that mean? And they're like, you don't know what down bad means? I'm like, no, I don't know what down bad means. I speak English. and then they tell me, it's when you're, into something and they're liking you back, whatever. And it's interesting. The way they described it to me.
Is it romantic, or is it like,
it's not.
Lose something and then I'm like, I'm down bad. I can't find my iPhone.
They said it in a romantic way,
Okay,
or like you're thirsty over it, or like whatever.
Yes,
you could think someone's super hot, but like it ain't gonna happen, bro.
Yeah,
like that kind of thing. Or how they described it to me, which was very helpful. They're like, just think of it like you're gambling and you're down a lot. You're down bad.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. But anyway, I'm sorry. So cruise ship, same guy.
Yeah. I was gonna take him to this cruise called Zingalati. Okay.
Cool
with
name.
an X.
Okay.
Which is basically Coachella on a boat.
Oh shit.
And
it's like a carnival cruise.
It was the Flaming Lips they were playing.
Okay.
Okay, this is
I'm not familiar with the Flaming Lips.
Speaking of hippie flip, Alex, our producer, is nodding. He gets it. Flaming Lips, it was like
okay.
G-Love and Special Sauce. It was Medeski, Martin and Wood. Like
bro, where am I at?
These are jam bands.
These loops. Okay.
You're very out.
Yeah.
It's like people that like Fish, okay?
Oh, Fish, yeah.
And this guy really liked Fish. One day he did not stand me up for us. We did go to Fish one time. And I don't think I bought those tickets, but
Carlisle Underhead, I bought the tickets, yeah.
And I was like calling, so whenever I was calling and making these payments to go on this cruise.
Oh no.
And I would talk to these people, and I was always talking to them because it was like, hey, I know it was supposed to go through on Wednesday, but I get paid on Friday. Could you wait? So I was always calling, and the girls that worked the cruise line, they didn't work for Carnival Cruise. They worked for this music festival. So they were normal, young girls, and we got to know each other because of how much I was calling. and struggling with paying for it. And then so one day I call them and I'm like, hey, how much to cancel? And they're like, what? Why are you going to cancel? Carlisle, you've been going through all this. You've been calling, you've been paying it off. And I'm like, yeah, the guy, he broke up with me.
Oh, no.
And they were like, okay, girl, check this out. What if you just came alone? And I was like, come by myself on a cruise.
Had you already paid them off at this point?
So this is how
Like
they
you
spun
already
it to
bought
me.
them?
They were like, listen, so far you've already like paid the deposit,
Yeah.
which you will lose if you
Right.
don't go on the cruise.
Right.
And you've paid enough to go as a single person because it was like half, price. And I was like
Sure.
halfway done paying. They're like, you've already paid enough
Yeah.
to go. They're like, you should just go and go alone. And I'm like, all right. They talked me into
That's
it.
literally all it took. They're like,
So-
listen, you're
and
already halfway there.
I go on this boat and it docks at Long Beach or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And like waiting in line, I'm looking around and everybody's dressed like it's freaking Burning Man. And I didn't really plan on that part. Like I'm dressed pretty like just preppy, like sundress, whatever, like thinking like cruise. And it was just so funny. All I had to like fit in with people that was like my currency was this little cigarette pack of joints.
Nice.
And that's all I had. And I knew no one. And so I go on this fucking cruise.
Yeah.
Is
it like a Burning Man vibe in terms of like
there's
bartering and
concerts
shit?
every night. No, not like that.
Okay, I was just
in, like,
confused because
feathers
the
and like
yeah.
leather chaps and whatnot. But like there was a different concert every night in like whatever ballroom, tonight on the Lido deck. Like it was so fucking fun. And then Buzzkill, the day we were at sea. Okay, so we're supposed to dock from Long Beach. Then we go to the Baja Cantina of Mexico.
Okay.
Is that what it's called? Baja, California.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we come back and there's one night when we're just like at sea and somebody died, dude.
Holy shit. How did they die? What happened?
They overdosed, obviously, because everybody's hippie flipping.
Not obviously. Some of them might have like fallen overboard because they were partying a little bit too much.
Well,
kind of the same thing.
This guy, I think it was a situation of an OD, and like that's just spread like this little gossip, like wildfire through the boat. And then, so there's never going to be one of these again, is why I tell you that.
Whoa.
Because of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it was like the day we were at sea, so then they had to hold the body. Then there was like this whole thing. But anyway, I ended up meeting a lot of people. Sorry, that took a depressing turn. But if you're back with me, this is how I met all my Austin friends.
Okay.
Or like the first round of Austin friends that eventually tempted me to go to Austin. But because I had to make friends. I knew nobody. And at one point,
how many days was this cruise?
It was like a weekend.
So it was like 3 or 4 days.
3 days, yeah.
3 days. Wow. Okay. And you met all your Austin homies. Okay.
I met those people. And then at some point, one of them or somebody introduced me and they were like, hey, this is Melissa. She actually works for Zingalotti and she was like, they were like, this is Carlisle. And she was like, wait, you're Carlisle?
Oh, whoa. No.
Carlisle Forrester? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, this bitch, she fucking came here alone. She's like, I'm from the phone lines. Remember we told you to come?
Oh,
like,
wow, yeah.
And then she's like just dosing. She's like putting mushrooms in my hand. And she's telling everybody, this bitch is badass. Like she came by herself.
That's cool over though. Cruise. Gas you up a little bit. Dude.
It was so fun after that.
Good. That's awesome. That's worked out well then.
I mean, sometimes everybody needs the experience of like, so you could go to Coachella solo.
I wouldn't do that though. Nope. Wouldn't do that. I have no interest. I would, yeah. I'm past the going to Stagecoach. I'd be about. I'm not going to any music festival solo though. It's just
Paris Hilton is DJing a Stagecoach, by the way.
Is she?
I would love that.
You didn't get the invite?
I didn't get the invite.
She didn't DM you?
No.
Damn.
Hey, gorgeous.
It's bullshit.
I'm going to be spinning in the desert.
Spinning?
No.
Is she known for her DJing?
Yes.
Really?
Okay, are you serious right now?
Bro, you guys would be very surprised how out of the loop I am on all this shit. I don't pay attention to any of it.
World? You're not up to speed?
Just generally, I think I'm out of it.
It's shocking to me.
Can we talk about CNBC?
It's shocking to me.
Anybody want to talk about the tariffs?
She is a DJ and she's going to be in the tent apparently. And so is Diplo. I know you know Diplo.
I know Diplo. Diplo, he's dope.
So Stagecoach is not all just like Jelly Roll and Miranda Lambert.
It used to be a lot more country centric.
Yeah,
and I
now
think
they do everybody. Oh, Goo Goo Dolls are playing there too.
I think it's just all become, I don't know, country's like classic rock, dude.
Yeah,
like
it's inclusive of, it's a wide spectrum.
It's a
of
wide
that
net.
Includes.
Totally. And everybody, I mean, it's become so much more mainstream the last few years.
I mean, Beyonce won Best Country Album.
Beyonce won Best Album after switching to country. Like, that's real.
Oh, is that what it was? So it wasn't the Best Country Album.
I think she maybe also won Best Country Album. I don't even know. That would also be like hilarious. Like
that.
But she probably has the best country music writers working to write her those songs.
Yeah.
You know, and produce. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to take it out in post, so I'm just going to call it out. If it does sound like a cricket, I don't know why, but it is somewhat soothing. It might just be
the guest I wanted to bring out today, Bryan.
The big reveal.
This is somebody you know real well,
Alan,
and he came here all the way from Van Nuys.
It's not who I think it is. It is.
It came in your bag.
Oh shit. I think I don't
no,
know.
it's there.
Okay,
yeah.
What? It stopped. It stopped.
It's a miracle.
Hole. Don't cut it.
Oh yeah, that is.
That's.
I mean, is it bad that I didn't even notice it?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Don't pay attention to me. My senses are all hyped up right now. It's because I had Celsius.
The Celsius is really.
Is it smacking?
It smacks.
Okay, so Nochella. Yeah, I'm going to Big Bear, which I've never been to. Should be fun.
Amazing.
Is it cool?
It's so fun.
Is there snow in April? Probably not, right?
Not enough to ski.
Not enough to ski?
No.
So what the hell?
You might see some little patches here and there.
So I'm like mountain bike. What are we doing up there? Just hanging out.
There's the lake, and if you can, you want to go out on a boat, like a pontoon situation.
Okay.
I mean, the Big Bear Lake is like what you want to see.
Okay. You know what? It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be nature.
Is this an Airbnb situation?
Yeah, it's like an Airbnb situation. But I think it's like whatever the nice Avant stay. You know, it's like if LA Fitness was Airbnb, Avant Stay is like Equinox.
Do they want to sponsor the pod? Avant Stay. Click here / here for the hang.
Like and subscribe.
20% off your next Big Bear. Just practicing.
Keep going. I don't want to step on your toes.
If we had a sponsor, this is what it would sound like.
We're going to try really hard to get one. Like,
Celsius.
Subscribe. We could get some free shit, I'm sure.
Are you guys going to do a boating excursion?
Yeah.
I really recommend it.
I am 100% about that. Like,
just get out there. Like, we can't get in the ocean because it's black.
Have you been down to the ocean recently?
No, because I don't want to have anything like grow out of my neck.
I went down last weekend.
Did you?
To Manhattan Beach and then Hermosa.
Walked along. Well, down there it should be fine.
No, dude, it's like bad all the way. It's like, you can't swim.
But
anywhere.
I mean, I'm glad you at least got a little bit out.
It was nice.
Not Malibu. I saw some really heartbreaking footage of like sea lions like flopping around in the buildings and stuff.
Really?
Like the burned down rubble with all like just broken glass, metal, and they're just like.
Was it real?
Like flopping up there. Yeah, it's the guy that I follow that's like a conservationist.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And this is the part of the podcast where we talk about depressing things.
Have you guys heard of tariffs?
This is like, okay, let me just pitch a segment to you on air. Just things that we've learned on,
what we've learned?
Things you learn on Instagram each week.
On Instagram each week.
For better, for worse.
Okay.
Like for me, and this is why like all these things are so bad for our psyche. Like I shouldn't have the image of a sea lion in some burnt ass rubble.
You're not ever supposed to see that
But you're just scrolling and then all of a sudden you see all these things. So that's how I learned
Yeah.
that, they haven't cleaned up from the fires.
But isn't it wild that we'll see something? We'll scroll,
And
you'll
then you
see
just go to the
something.
next.
Well, you'll go to the next, but also you're like, oh, cool, got that information.
Yes.
No one checks it out.
Yeah,
Is it
no.
like I didn't, half the fucking things I know, I saw.
You saw the headline and that was
fucking
it.
little whatever fits in the graphic of an Instagram box.
Yeah.
Is the information that I am aware of.
Yeah.
Very rarely. I'll talk confidently about something if I really go into it. If you hear me like fizzle out, then you know I'm bullshitting.
I'm a big fizzler.
I'm a fizzler as well. I like to fizzle.
When it comes to like politics and shit like that.
See,
I'm just getting whatever.
I'm a little burnt out on politics.
Yeah.
I like to pay attention to it. I think it's important, but it's hard not to get burnt out.
The facts are in my day-to-day life, it's not affecting me directly.
Right,
so
right.
I just don't see the people that get so heated and all upset about it. It's like, well, don't look at it. I mean, can't you just like not look at it? And then what do you really?
I mean, shit.
Like you're just taking out that visceral spike. And like our primitive caveman brains are not supposed to just go and see like detrimental things. Okay, this is a beheading. No. This is your friend's doing better than you. This is a squirrel in a pile of garbage. This is a shelter dog that's going to be put down tonight.
Exactly.
Like, yeah. This is my GoFundMe for my house burned down. It's just like image after image of like,
sad, dude.
But your brain's just like,
and it's like, it feels like there is a reflex for it to be more negative than positive. Like there's not a lot of positive things that you see.
You have to seek it out.
You have to seek it out. You have to be more aware of not going down the darker holes.
And try to tell your algorithm like, hey, throw in one of these every now and then.
Yeah, exactly. I love motivational quotes, please.
Well, no, my algorithm happy thing that I have is just golden retrievers doing things.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just nothing anything they're doing.
Anything dog related.
Just want to see what they're up to.
I like to throw up a little wizard. Just doing whatever fun thing they do.
You like a lot of wizardry.
I love me some wizard stuff. If it's just like a wizard and
you're like the male version of the LA girl witch joke that I have. You think you're wizardry. You're not witchy, but
I'm like a sage.
Wizardry is better than witchy though. I feel like witchy has like a dark connotation and wizardry is like
I mean, I've met
positive.
some witches. I've dated some witches.
Really?
Girl I dated before my wife was genuinely like legit witchy. Like I knew that about her. One of our first date was like, I took her to the observatory. I'm like, oh, you like stars? You like astronomies? You want to read my birth chart? Great. Meet me after you go to the fucking candle shop and get your crystals.
This is what makes me so glad that I'm not dating.
Wait.
All those sound horrible.
We got to do another segment if we're pitching segments live. Carlisle's dating life update.
Oh my God.
Let's hear it.
It's a big, fat wizard's hat because there's nothing in it.
Come on. Nothing? Not even an inkling?
No, I don't do any apps or anything.
Yeah, no apps.
Okay. That's how they're collecting the data, like especially the Hinge one where you have to put so much personal information. It's like, I don't even know the answers to these questions about myself.
What's my social security? How is that irrelevant?
They're like, walk us through a typical Sunday. Or like, the prompts are like, my idea of a typical Sunday is... ... Yeah. Like that is just...
Getting rest and taking a long walk.
And nobody's swiping on that.
No. No one's reading that.
No,
people are looking at the photo and swiping.
No, you have to have like a whole creatively written thing that's like...
Okay. I'm so out of the loop. I haven't been on the dating apps in almost a decade, which is actually kind of wild to say out loud. But
I've only looked through friends. Like, do you ever look through your friends, like as entertainment?
No, I don't really have any friends.
Because I don't do it, but every girlfriend I know is on it.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't want to join them? Not one?
It sounds horrible. They have horrible...
They don't have all bad experiences?
No. And also, like, I just feel like there's something in meeting somebody in real life where you can feel their vibe. That's what you can't get from the dating app. You cannot get vibe.
So what is the vibe of a Carlisle? Like if we're going to chalk up the prototypical dude.
It's not going to sound good on
That's all
paper.
Right. We're 30 minutes in. If someone's still watching, they are dear, dear loyal listeners and thank you. And now you know more about Carlisle if she chooses to share that information, which she should because it'll make it more interesting. But speak it into existence. You know, it doesn't have to be like too heavy. Just like, you know, what, you know, you have an idea.
Okay, but like a typical, this just made me think of something too, this story. Okay, so a typical night for me is I got home after the dime.
Yep.
And there was no parking.
Okay.
Like none. Like not a meter, nary a yellow loading zone. Okay. So I was like, I'm just going to turn on my Uber Eats app. Sorry, I don't know if I get kicked off the app for these stories.
We'll beep it out.
I don't say anything bad about it. I was just like, I'm just going to like take a couple more orders and then loop the block, try again. I live all by all those like, you know, places.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one of them is like this dope Indian restaurant that stays open till midnight.
Okay.
So people order from there all the way to midnight. Usually later in the night, you only get bullshit like Jack in the Box and whatever. So it's nice that this like nice place is open because it's going to be a larger order. Usually it's going to be higher money. And so I go in and there's like this nice like Indian guy working and he's like, it will be a minute for the food. And he's like, please sit down, sit down. Is it bad if I do the accent? I'm just copying the story.
No.
He's like, it would be like 5 more minutes. Just sit. He's like, have some water, have some water. He like brings me water. And then I'm just like sitting in this like, it's like very ornate. Like, you know, it looks like where you would have like your wedding or something. But right now it's empty because it's like 11 at night. And then we're just like sitting there and he's like, you work very hard.
Okay, that's nice.
Is what he said to me.
He's seen you before. He recognizes you.
Yeah. And I was like, huh? I was like, yeah. And he was like, I was like, yeah, I do. I was like, I wasn't going to work any later tonight, but you know, I live in the neighborhood. There's no parking. And he's like, oh, you have beautiful voice too.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
This is your inkling. You want it.
I'm still waiting for it. Come on. Keep going. I like it. I'm intrigued.
And it's so fun. I'm like, thank you. And we're waiting. He goes back to the kitchen. There's like still other orders, like another Uber driver walks in, gets theirs, leaves. I'm still waiting so long. And so he's just like, he looks and he's like, finally the food comes out and he's like, you're very beautiful.
Well, okay.
And he said it in like such a sweet way. And I was like, thank you. And I just like took the food and ran out.
But did you like try to spark up more of a conversation?
Dude, he was like so young. And probably like the son of the guy.
But he was like trying to spit game.
He was definitely spitting game. But I think like he was the son of the guy that owns it or something. Because another thing that I clocked, one of the kitchen guys like ran out to use, there was like a sink by like the restroom that like the customers use.
Okay. Like
one of those community ones.
Yeah.
And so he was like washing his hands there. And then he's like, no.
This is the guy that said you were beautiful said that no to the guy?
Yeah, to the guy.
That's
like
hilarious.
And so I just got the vibe of like
so
it was like
boss.
His place. Or maybe he just cared. If it were just my coworker though, I wouldn't care. I'd just be like, yeah, use whatever scene.
So you're saying
he did it in a way like, no.
It was very authoritarian.
My dad owns the place. Like I can't.
No, but that's also like a very like cultural thing. Like they're very much like, you know, they got
he
the
just
hand
told
motions.
him in 2 seconds. Yeah. And the guy's like, oh, and like ran back to the kitchen.
Real. That's real. That's interesting. I wonder either A, maybe he owned the joint or his dad owned the joint, or loves what he does. Also good.
Just cares about rules a lot.
Big guy, big rule follower. Not
it's part
really,
of their culture.
Maybe something you're trying to do more of in life, or maybe something you're really good at, following rules. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I think what you're ultimately saying is you really like a guy who compliments you.
I do. It's true.
That's literally it.
That's all you have to do, guys.
Just be a gentleman, I think.
Yeah.
Ultimately. You know, open doors.
It's always appreciated, even though I'm not going to like, you know, I'm not going to go back and like take over and be the heiress to India's tandoori, but like.
You might though. What if he's a prince? He's just here. It's like Coming to America, you know? It's like Eddie Murphy.
I love Coming to America.
It's one of the best movies ever.
I mean.
Ever.
That could be my reality.
Ever. Yeah. It could be. You could be the princess.
It's the next order.
I think you go back in there tonight and pick up another 11 p.m.
No, we let fate decide. We turn on the apps.
Okay. All right. Okay.
This is as close as I get to dating on an app.
So it's like the movie Serendipity. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like, write your number down. Let's put it in a book and run away for 4 years.
Is that what the plot of that was?
I think it was something like that.
Okay.
That was Kate Beckinsale in her prime.
She's still in her prime.
She is still in her prime. She's still
bikinis.
beautiful. Oh my God.
She's dating Pete Davidson.
No. They were.
And she's a bikini model.
I still am a huge fan, you know.
She's got something.
There's something there. There's a starlit quality to that one. I'm telling you.
Oh, so Big Bear.
Big Bear this weekend.
You're gonna beat this Coachella traffic. You must.
I must beat the Coachella traffic.
When you told me you were getting back Sunday mid-morning.
Early morning.
No, you're not.
Why not?
Because there's gonna be this influx of people.
But don't they all stay for the Sunday show too?
Not all.
Okay.
They had a friend that pulled the Zingalotti and OD'd, and they got to get the heck out of Dodge.
I hope they're at the hospital with their friend.
I mean, not full out, but you know.
Okay, yeah.
Just like a light OD, and then they're like, "We got to get back to the city."
They were just paranoid. It wasn't real OD. They were just at the hospital because they thought they were OD.
They are like, we don't care as much about seeing whoever the fuck the Sunday headliner is.
But isn't that always the one show? The Sunday night show is like, I thought it was one of the better ones.
Well, that's what they want you to stay until the end. But a lot of people, like Sunday is the least crowded of all the days. So it is dope for that reason.
Okay.
But like you are a fool if you stay until that whole finale and everything's done. You got to leave.
You gotta roll out.
You got to leave and live stream it in YouTube on the way home. And beat the rush, because otherwise it's like you're all night in traffic because everybody's leaving.
God, imagine that
mass exodus.
Yeah,
so some people beat that, they're gonna leave Sunday morning, and that's gonna be your trouble getting back.
I remember when I was yeah. We'll roll out earlier.
So
we'll try to roll out earlier.
But don't forget that you can just put the festival on YouTube, and then you're like, oh, this is fun. We'll sit in traffic. Right. It's like we're there.
It's like we're there right now. Music festival is cool. I don't know. I would go to Burning Man. I would do it. I would try it out.
And that's the one I would not go to.
You wouldn't do it?
No showers, no money. It sounds very dangerous.
Wasn't it like 2 years ago that it was all really bad? Or was it last year?
It's been 2 years now when it was like all muddy. But
muddy.
People said it wasn't as bad as they like made it look. But to me,
it reminds me of Woodstock '99. Did you ever see that documentary?
Oh my God, I love anything about that.
Did you see the documentary?
Yes, I've seen every documentary.
Oh, dude, so wild.
And I want them to make another one.
You saw the guy the Fire Festival, dude? Whatever.
Yeah.
He's trying to do Fire Festival too.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
It's idiotic.
It's the exact same thing is happening again. This guy just got out of jail.
What else is he going to do though? Think about it.
He's trying to get another documentary made about him. Obviously, he's like, I'll just go back to jail. It's fine.
He thinks, yeah.
What an idiot.
And I would watch that documentary.
I would too. So is he an idiot? Who knows? Can't put shit together though. That's a fact.
I love anything about a music festival, documentary wise.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite genre.
I'm with you on that one. I'm trying to think of another music festival doc that I'm into. Can't think of one though. You know what I do know?
What?
We got a show coming up.
Hey.
Here for the Hang Live.
That's right. Do they have time to get tickets still?
Oh, yes, they do have time to get tickets still for sure. You got T-minus 3 days. We're dropping this on a Monday.
Oh, okay.
Thursday will be the show.
Okay.
Thursday, the 17th, 8 p.m.
April 17th.
Kookaburra Lounge. Exciting.
Because it's very exciting.
We got a cool lineup. We got some friends. We got some really...
ever.
I thought I'm fucking excited. TJ Miller will be there.
TJ Miller will be there. And so many people have DM'd me and asked me if he is crazy.
The answer is for sure yes.
As soon as I put that up.
I've never met him.
They're like, wasn't there something about him being crazy? I'm like, yeah.
You know what it was?
He's hilarious.
Do you know what it was? He was talking shit about Ryan Reynolds.
No, he called in a bomb threat on the New York City subway.
Wait, what?
You don't know this story?
No.
Okay. So some woman fucked with him in some way on a New York subway.
Okay.
And he called whoever the city and like made a bomb threat against this one particular subway that he knew this woman was going to be on to get everything shut down.
What? Is this real?
He just like did it on a whim because she just pissed him off.
Holy
I don't know
shit.
why she pissed him off. And so for a while, this was like during when they were like really canceling people hard too,
Yeah,
during COVID.
Totally.
Yeah, maybe did he say there was COVID on the thing? I don't know. He got the subway shut down for some way, and he got in trouble for that. Like I think he got arrested.
That's a really big deal.
You can't do that.
No.
That's like a big threat.
Yeah, I mean, it's a no-go.
And he just did it like just to do like he's just wild like that.
I thought it was like he called out Ryan Reynolds before anything went down, like with Justin, like he got Baldoni'd.
Before all this?
You know what I mean? I thought he was like the early got Baldoni'd guy.
Did he say something about Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, he's talked shit about Ryan Reynolds and how much of a pain in the ass he was to work with on Deadpool. That's why he wasn't in the other Deadpools.
Oh, I forgot.
Because he was like, basically, fuck that guy. Which, by the way, Ryan Reynolds, very punchable face.
He does have a punchable face.
I'm sorry. I'll tell him if I meet him.
We would love to have you on the pod, right?
Whenever you want. You and Blake. It's like, kidding.
Keep hitting this. So wait, he I didn't know that part of it too. But I think he's one of these people that just like calls things out.
I think so too. I think in bomb threats calls in apparently too. No.
Yeah.
Calls him out, calls him in.
He calls him out and in.
He called her out. She got mad. Said something to him, called him out. And then he called in a threat.
There you go.
Wow. We've really touched all bases here. Well, this has been fun.
Oh, so fun.
So, okay. So we're going to drop a ticket link in the bio.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Got a couple hours, 72 hours left, Hang Gang.
72 hours.
Get in there.
T-minus 72 hours out.
First and only time we're doing this.
We probably won't do a Here for the Hang Live again because we don't really enjoy this part of it. But
we will be there.
We will fucking be there. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for being here.
Thank y'all.
Later.
Bye.